and welcome to Good News Friday. Mike Simon is here. I'm Joey Yarber. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, good stuff all the way around. Turn the TV off. Turn on Good News Friday from Simon Solutions, because we're going to tell you about some really positive things that's going on. One of which is the development, our latest development. You know, the great thing about Simon Solutions, we're a development company. We're never through. We never stop in that innovation type thinking and planning, right? Because things are changing from a technology perspective. Hold on, because we're continuing to evolve. And, you know, one of the questions that we have, and this is how we actually plan our development, one of the questions that we have is, can you integrate with other systems? It's a fair question. We don't want to be a data silo. And so bridging data is something that we strive to do, and what we have done with what's called our API. We're rolling this out at the end of the month of March, and really excited because this is going to take us into another place of being able to work together in a collaboration with other, perhaps users, agencies, but even other systems. We're ramping this up in our capabilities here, and we're very excited about that being another capability from a development perspective. So we've been hearing this for a few years, but you know, Mike, we certainly want to work with anyone that wants to work with us. That's our spirit. We have that spirit of cooperation from a system, if you will, such as CharityTracker and Oasis Insight. And I think that, you know, it's fair to say that no one really knows where technology is going to evolve. But what we do here at Simon Solutions is we open up our ears and we listen to what it is that you're looking for. And we try our very best to provide that. But, you know, we've been hearing that for a few years, Mike. So there's some good news there.
Well, that's going to help us even in our own development of networks. We can move data from here to there. And,
exactly. Yeah.
This is going to really ramp up our abilities to, you know, to use this in multiple situations. And well, I'm excited about this. This is tremendous news.
Well, you know, we're just trying to keep up here with what we hear, and that's so important to the ongoing development. That's really where the client kiosk came. You know, even before COVID struck, we were hearing a lot of agencies talking about, hey, is there any way that we can empower the clients to put a lot of their own information into the system? And sure enough, we were working on that development, that piece of development there before COVID even hit. But when COVID did hit, I think that there was nothing quite like that realization that we need to be able to empower our clients, whether they're at their own home, whether they're within our agency, perhaps in a lobby type scenario there, just to be able to allow them to put a lot of their own information in. That's going to help them, and it's going to help everyone there in the agency as well that's there to help them and assist them and get them the needs that they want. But hey, you know what? We really are. We're listening, and that's one of the reasons that we have, you know, sought this new API capability to be able to really integrate with other data from other systems. We want to work with anyone that wants to work with us here at Simon Solutions. That's our heart, and that's that spirit of cooperation. You know, if you're going to have a collaboration, you've got to have some cooperation. So this is the reason that we're getting into that type of ability from a development perspective. Hey, Mike and I, we are thrilled. Mike, we have done it. I think we've done it. We've put together some of our thoughts that Mike has been working on this ever since I've known him, and he actually brought me into this work that he's so passionate about. And everything that I know about this, I learned from Mike Simon. So if you hear me talking, it's really just things that I learned from Mike. And of course, the work that we have done in implementing CharityTracker and Oasis Insight in the various communities throughout the entire United States and even the world for that matter. Our network in Singapore can testify as to what we have done there for an implementation type dynamic. But Mike, we've actually tried to put together the process as best we understand it. And a salute to you, sir, for the hard work that you put into this. I think it's gonna pay off. A lot of people are going to learn a lot.
I think they will. A lot of people want to know how to make their communities, get them to work together. Simple as that. And it's not
Yes.
rocket science,
Right.
but it is a process, and it's a transformative process that is in place. And communities need to know that it is possible to move the needle on poverty and hunger and other complex community challenges. They need that hope that they can do that, and they can now. And we will show you how.
It's been a great exercise for myself personally, Mike, and I was able to actually kind of formulate some of the things that I don't know that I necessarily really put down into paper or had a plan. I knew what we tell people and how we talk about it, but we've documented this in a video series, and Mike has done a tremendous amount of work there with this, and just taking some of what he's learned all these years of working in communities and trying to figure out how do we get people to see the value in cooperation, because ultimately, it's easy to say, well, we all need to work together. And you hear that all the time. We need to work together, right? And in earnest, in that fundamental desire, we've taken that statement, we've actually put it into a process. And I think it's a step-by-step process that will effectively and eventually lead you to a successful work there in your community. And Mike, we don't pretend it's not easy, but it is so worth it. So looking forward to getting that information out there. We'll be telling you more about where you can find that series, 8 Steps to Transforming Your Community. And wow, it's been great actually putting this together. I've enjoyed it because it made me think. And, some of the stuff that we've learned, hopefully this will be positive and good for you, because that's really where our hearts are. We want to leave a legacy of work here for others that maybe perhaps we can impart a little bit of the knowledge of what we've learned through these years. So great honor working with you, sir. I appreciate that. Hey, more information there, collectivecommunityimpact.com, collectivecommunityimpact.com. A lot of information that we've assembled there is right for your gathering there. If you're interested in working from a community type perspective, hey, there's been a lot of people that have done this, and we do our very best to assemble that information and collect that, and we feel it's our responsibility. So check that out if you get a chance. But the API coming in a few days, we'll have more details. We'll be communicating more with you about that. From all of us here at Simon Solutions, big salute to you. Thank you for the work that you do, your important work, and for allowing Simon Solutions to be part of that. May God bless you. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk with you soon.